everybody. I'm out here at the state park at the base of Mount St. Helens, and we've been camping out here for a week. I recently received a package in the mail from One Tigris. It is a tarp, and what looks to be best described as a hammock tarp. So I wanted to set this up to see the dimensions of it, and also get a feel for how it hangs up, how quick it is to deploy. So let me switch the camera around and I'll show you what the package looks like. Okay, here's what we're looking at here. I believe this to be, on their website, I think is described as nylon taffeta, which is a ripstop material. I would describe it as being similar to my Eno hammock tarp. So here is a warranty card. It says, "We stand behind all One Tigris products. Never stop looking for room to improve. As long as the item has One Tigris label or logo on it, it means that we are responsible for what you got, no matter where you bought it from. We guarantee the full refund or replacement if you have unsatisfactory." If you have unsatisfactory, I don't know exactly what that means. It doesn't translate. Contact us by email, Facebook, or Amazon at your convenience. So this is just a One Tigris tag. This is onetigris.com on the Amazon, Instagram, and I don't know what that email, I guess. So this is the tarp package. Show you what you get here one-handed. I can't seem to find my tripod. So in this bag here, I believe this to be the stakes and the guy line. And these look like, I don't know what these are. So I saw a video by Joel, Great Outdoor Adventure, and he didn't actually show how he set it up. He just showed it after it was set up. This is the cord that you get. Looks like this is going to be for the stakes and the ridge line. And here are the stakes that you get. Wow, these are really light. It's got to be aluminum. Pretty good point, good hook. These are really light. Yeah, these stakes don't hardly weigh anything. Here's the tarp. So we have this pretty heavy duty stitching around your tie outs. You can see the reinforcements here, along with the eyelet or grommet and a nylon loop. So it looks like there's quite a few of these all over the tarp. Here is the inside of it here. So you can see like a rubberized, here's the seam, like a rubberized feel to it. And you can see all the little squares on it. That would be like the ripstop type material. Here's another reinforced tie out line. This one is just nylon. It doesn't have the eyelet, so that must have been a corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up, and we'll see how that goes. So stick around. Just like to note that it looks like there's 6 stakes here, and it looks like I have 6 pieces of rope that are approximately 12 feet long. So as far as the ridgeline goes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to set this up with one of these being the ridgeline, because the trees that we have here in Washington are, most of them are rather large. You can see there's a skinny one here, but what do I tie it to but a large tree? So there's another couple of skinny ones there, but large trees in between. So I'll have to bring you back when I find the spot to set this up. I do have something in my pocket I can use as a ridgeline right now. So once I get that set up, then I'll bring you back. Now that I have it set up, let's go ahead and get a better look at this tarp. Has some pretty neat features on it. I don't know if you can see that, but the ridgeline is separate from the tarp itself. Well, not separate, but it's at an extended height. Look at this is pretty neat. Look at that burl growing out of the stump. Make a nice bowl. Anyways, sorry for the distraction. So, just basic knots here, but these corners are where the eyelets are. Then you have some tie outs here. You have this one that it's not separate, but it's raised off the tarp, so you could run another one across to stand it up more. I don't know if you can see that or not. We have the ridgeline loops that you don't necessarily have to use, and I'm gonna have to practice with this with more configurations and see what else I can get out of it, because as of right now it looks like a diamond, and it's not a perfect square. Like, it actually, these kind of taper in a little bit before they flare out to the point here. So I would like to see what other kinds of configurations that I get out of this. If you can see, the tarp coverage is actually a pretty big radius, as long as you're in the middle of it. But you can raise or lower these ends down and have excellent coverage, especially for a hammock, because your hammock's just going to run right through the middle there. So you can see the arc in this angle here. So it's not a perfect square, and I would like to try a different setup with this. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this video or this trip, because I have another tarp that I need to patch. Here is I just used the eyelet on this, but in theory you can tie off to this loop instead, let this dangle, and the water that drips off of this you can use to catch water in your canteen, which is kind of a cool feature. Now you can see there's wrinkles in the tarp, but these tie out lines, I'm able to tie it and make it taut for the wind. If there's going to be more wind, it has more tie out points. There's none in the center areas here. There's none. So basically all you have is the middle that's tie out and the edges. This is the only one that's on the tarp that's not in the middle. So here's a seam right here, if you see this. So you can see that these seams are taped and stitched. There's not a loose thread on this tarp. This tarp is really good quality, I think. We'll have to see when it rains. It hasn't rained here in 40 days. I mean, we've had sprinkles, but they haven't registered for rain, so it's been a little while. I'll have to set this up in the fall and see what other configurations I get out of it, which is coming up in a couple of months here. I'm really looking forward to the wet season. So that's it. I got the family, the extended family is all here, and they went to the swimming hole. I decided I was going to knock this tarp video out, as well as do another video on a tarp that I recently received in the mail, but it has a bunch of pinholes in it that need to be repaired. This one is going to be, this is supposed to go with a hammock that I got from One Tigris a little while ago. So before it gets too cold, I'll probably set this up a couple of times and we will go back over this tarp again. I think for a hammock, I think this tarp looks great. If you don't already have a tarp with your hammock, I think this one would be just fine. If you lower these flaps here, then, and you could lower the whole tarp as well, but lower the flaps and lower the tarp, and you can see that there is quite a bit of coverage under here. Even in a downpour, I think it'd be safe. I think the camo pattern is pretty cool. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Kind of back up away from it a little bit. Yeah, you can hear traffic. I'm at a state park. We've been camping here all week, and not where I prefer to camp, but hey, it's all about family spending time together, so that's what we're doing. Well, I hope this video was informative. I hope you were able to see this in a with a better view, a better angle, in a different light. And I'm going to be getting more One Tigris products. In fact, there's some in the mail right now. I'm going to have a couple more videos on different products and different stuff that I'll be throwing up on the channel to kind of give it a little bit of a mix. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you all for your likes, comments, views, and subscriptions. Enjoy the outdoors.